Hey, lovely viewers, welcome to our channel Shows Update. In an exciting twist for fans, Mark Harmon will return as Gibbs in the much-anticipated premiere of NCIS Origins, marking his first appearance in 3 years. This reunion promises to bring fresh drama and nostalgia, making it a must-watch for avid followers of the franchise. Additionally, as mid-season shows gear up, there are whispers of thrilling plot twists and new character dynamics that could reshape the landscape of your favorite series. Don't miss out on what's unfolding, tune in to see how it all connects. Ask Matt about mid-season series, NCIS, Origins, and more. Welcome to the Q&A session with TV reviewer Matt Roush, who is sometimes referred to by TV fans as their TV therapist. He will attempt to discuss any topic related to today's broad array of TV that you love, dislike, are confused about, upset about, or excited about. Please note that we won't discuss impending stories or developments here unless they are already widely known. This is a spoiler-free zone. Kindly direct any inquiries and feedback to askmatt@twinsider.com. Most Tuesdays, look for Ask Matt columns. Additional NCIS origin stories? Would you believe that the success of NCIS Origins will encourage CBS to produce more prequels in the series? Undoubtedly, a fantastic NCIS LA prequel may be created. Matt Roush: I think the possibilities for NCIS spin-offs are endless, but it might be a reach to see many prequels produced by CBS. The fact that Gibbs isn't specifically mentioned in the Origins title gives me hope that the umbrella title may eventually expand to include origin stories for characters from both JAG and some of the other NCIS series. I'm betting that this won't be the final installment of this enduring saga, prequels or not. Keep in mind that this is only conjecture. The Rookie series comeback date is the mid-season muddle question. Charlie: what is the question? I recently received my TV Guide magazine featuring returning favorites and began perusing it to find out when my favorite series premiere. Concerning a couple of the shows that weren't on the list, 1. Law and Order, Organized Crime, I was aware that this was on the bubble, but I was never informed of the outcome. Will it premiere in January during the middle of the season, stream on Peacock, or, ideally, was it completely cancelled? 2. I'm aware that NCIS Sydney has been renewed. Is this slated for the mid-season? Hopefully, it will not be limited to. Matt Roush: this is such a strange time of year, especially for the series that were picked up for a fall season but were never added to the schedule. First off, The Rookie Feds was cancelled, only the original The Rookie series would return to ABC in the middle of the season. The start date of Law and Order, Organized Crime has not yet been announced, despite the show being shifted to Peacock. It might appear at any time because streamers don't really follow what we consider to be a broadcast season or mid-season. When Blue Bloods concludes on Fridays in 2025, NCIS Sydney will make a comeback to CBS. Although I'm not sure how many episodes there are, it seems like a half-season run. The following broadcast series have been renewed, they won't premiere until the middle of the season: The Amazing Race on CBS, Alert, Missing Persons Unit, The Cleaning Lady, Animal Control, Family Guy, The Great North, and Grimsburg on Fox, Will Trent and the last season of The Conners on ABC, and All American and Wild Cards on the CW. Is there potential for further seasons of this? I finally had a question for you because I really enjoy reading your column. Is it inevitable that the television series Loudermilk will get a 4th season? I discovered it on Netflix, and I am aware that it has been available on numerous streaming services. I've been enjoying it, and there have been some rumors, including one from one of the creators, that it may get a 4th season, but nothing solid has surfaced. Are you able to assist? Austin. Matt Roush: the 3rd season of this biting comedy starring Ron Livingston was left unfinished when its previous distributor, AT&T Audience Network, folded, and it was eventually taken up by Prime Video. It's currently receiving greater attention on Netflix, which has a track record of bringing back abandoned or cancelled shows, which may help to explain why there are ongoing whispers that it will return. I wouldn't raise my expectations until something is disclosed or truly occurs in order to avoid living in constant fear. However, I would also never say never, especially for a show that has shown to be incredibly resilient and consistently draws in new audiences. Question for galloping into the awards circuit. Like you, I was ecstatic to see that Will Smith, not the actor, was receiving a writing Emmy for Slow Horses. Since I hadn't watched Shogun, every article I'd read in the run-up to the Emmys had projected a Shogun sweep, so I gasped out loud in surprise and delight. Gary Oldman and the other Slow Horse nominees didn't win, which saddened but didn't surprise me. However, do you believe there may be another opportunity next year, when hopefully there won't be a drama along the lines of Shogun? Gwen. Matt Roush. On the Gold Derby Awards website, I reviewed my predictions once more. Like many other experts, I placed Slow Horses slightly behind Shogun, who was such a strong contender that it was difficult to see anything else taking home these significant honors. I therefore interpret this, along with the show's other nominations, as proof that Slow Horses is at last making an impression on Emmy voters, and that trend should only intensify with the exciting new season of the show currently streaming on Apple TV+. Slow Horses should perform at least as well, in my opinion, unless another massive show, new seasons of The White Lotus and The Last of Us, be warned, emerges. Furthermore, Jonathan Pryce's moving portrayal of a former intelligence chief who is currently suffering from dementia this season is definitely deserving of an Emmy. Positive announcement: we appreciate you mentioning CNN's Have I Got News for You recently. It is also accessible for streaming on CNN on Max through Max, so you should mention that. I've been a long-time admirer of Hi-Fi and have watched nearly every episode over its roughly 30-year run in the UK. You can find them all on YouTube. CNN's schedule is prone to getting preempted. Out of the 5 recordings my DVR service made of the first episode, every single one of them was interrupted by news reports. As a fan of the first, I would also like to say that, having watched episode 1, I really enjoy this one. Though I believe the tone is very accurate, I was worried that they would alter it so much for an American audience that it was no longer like the original. They did a great job choosing the regular cast, which consists of individuals that are not only highly entertaining but also have a strong understanding of current events. DP. Matt Roush. Additionally, the introduction of this light-hearted news quiz pleased me. Michael Ian Black has established a good niche here. Amber Ruffin is always a pleasure, and Roy Wood Jr. is an excellent moderator. When I feature series like this in the daily worth-watching columns, I like to focus on the linear debuts, but the majority of shows are also accessible on the streaming services connected to their respective companies. And lastly, comment: I wanted to say how grateful I was that everyone's name and face from the In Memoriam section was displayed during this year's Emmy Awards ceremony. It used to happen frequently that the show would periodically focus its cameras on the performer or performers while hiding the images of the deceased. On this occasion, the camera did pan to Jelly Roll during his performance, but not before the deaths were displayed. Elizabeth G. Matt Roush, you make a valid point. Usually, I grimace beforehand, fearing that the producers will highlight the standout performers during the roll call. That didn't happen here, but even so, as I've already said, if the tributes didn't feel the need to feature a well-known performer, I might like them even more. It would be so much more respectful if there was just an orchestral background to the names of the deceased. And to the Emmys conversation from last week, in addition, in response to questions about the cameras capturing empty seats in the Peacock Theatre during the broadcast, the show's producers told Deadline in an interview that seat fillers aren't practical for all of the vacant seats since occasionally sizable crowds of people take the stage following a significant victory. Given another opportunity, I suppose we could try to shoot around it, said executive producer Jesse Collins. Excellent concept. In the premiere of NCIS Origins, Mark Harmon will reprise his role as Gibbs for the first time in 3 years. Not only does NCIS Origins focus on Gibbs in his early years, but Mark Harmon plays the character's contemporary counterpart once again. NCIS Origins creator David J. North revealed that Harmon, 73, will make a cameo as Leroy Jethro Gibbs in the pilot episode, which airs on October 14, during a panel discussion with media on Thursday, September 19. That was a conversation that co-showrunner Gina Monreal, Mark, and I had. According to TV Line, North stated, "I hope the audience will be excited to see him after so many years. Our attention is on him narrating the events of 1991. Regarding Mark making another appearance, everything is possible." The noteworthy announcement follows Harmon's declaration that he has no formal intentions to rejoin NCIS. Speaking about his resignation on a panel at the Television Critics Association's summer press conference in July, he remarked, "It wasn't so much a decision to leave, but the right timing to push away a little bit. I was really pleased with the plot they developed and the way they treated the character. And the program went on." Harmon remarked, "I get asked that a lot. However, I've always given the writers freedom to do as they please." Harmon performed the primary role of Gibbs on NCIS for 18 years, starting in 2003. Since his last episode, which aired in late 2021, Harmon has not made a comeback to the flagship program. On the other hand, he has agreed to narrate the prequel series NCIS Origins, a project he co-produced with his oldest son, Sean Harmon, as an executive producer. About his departure, Harmon stated in an August 2022 interview that was included in the Season 19 DVD release, "What has always drawn me here is the character I play and to keep it fresh and to keep it challenging. From a plot point of view, this character has chosen its course. I'm not done being retired. I believe the persona resides in Alaska." TV stars who quit their programs and returned. The co-showrunner of NCIS, Stephen D. Binder, has stated to TV Line in April that of course the door is always open regarding bringing Harmon back to the original program, which is currently in its 21st season. However, we won't bring him back for a full 2 minutes after we do. It must be something exceptional. The forthcoming prequel will take place in 1991 and center on the lives of a young Leroy Jethro Gibbs, starring Austin Stoll in the lead role. NCIS Origins follows Gibbs as he starts his career as a newly minted special agent at the fledgling NCIS Camp Pendleton office, where he forges his place on a gritty, ragtag team led by NCIS legend Mike Franks, according to the official synopsis. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.